Welcome to TapTap Presents 2022. We are bringing releases of brand new games, updates for current games, and more amazing news about mobile gaming in the next hour. Without further ado, let's embark on this journey together into the multiverse of gaming. Annulus is a turn-based strategy game. What's your strategy in a raging dark fantasy world?
Playing games is fun, but sharing that experience with others is even better. Here at TapTap, we are a team of passionate gamers who strive to explore the unknown, seeking out new and enjoyable experiences for all. Find your next favorite game and meet great friends along the way. Whether we're taking down challenging bosses together or hopping into a battle royale match with some pals, our team is constantly amazed by the connections we're able to forge through gaming. We aim to unite like-minded players through the discovery of exciting new games and empower our community through the incorporation of valued feedback. Open communication between ourselves and our players allows you to make impactful changes that will shape the games you and the global community play for the better. Regardless of who you are or how you like to play, as long as you are a gamer, you belong here. Welcome to TapTap.
Kuro Games brings a new gameplay demo of their new title, Wuthering Waves. Stay tuned for more. Continue your adventure and explore new gameplays in Torchlight Infinite, the latest installment of the classic ARPG franchise. Pre-register now on App Store. Discover and investigate in the metaphysic virtual world to reveal hidden obscurities. Code your own legacy in Etheria. Experience childhood dreams of soccer and fight for the championship with honor. Do you want to be part of the new adventure after the trailers? We do too. The journey has just started. Here's more.
皆様こんにちは。スズランの剣のコンポーザーをしている崎本と申します。スズランの剣に関しては画面から受ける印象というのは先ほど言ったようなその妙な凄みを感じるとかそういうものはあるんですけど、僕たちの世代の人間がそのドット絵とかに携わってた理由というのは基本的にそのハードウェアの制約から来るものなんですね。まあその反面今はそのもっといろんな表現方法があるんですよね。その中でそのスズランの剣ではドット絵をわざわざ選んでるわけですよ。だからそうなるとこの表現方法でしか 到達できないようなところを目指していたりとか、実際のところやってるんじゃないかなっていうふうには思うんですよね。まず、一番最初にそのシナリオとかを見ていてですね、かなり深刻な話なんだなっていうのはよく分かってですね。でそうなると、最後どういう風になるのか僕自身も当然知らないわけで、そういう作品をどういう風に作っていったらいいかっていうのが、ちょっと一瞬分からなくなったりとかしたんですけど、それでもその時その時、ゲームの進行に応じて、感じられるものっていうのを最大限出していこうっていう風にやっています。この物語はですね、プレイヤーの皆様と一緒に作っていく、またそれがちゃんとうまく盛り上がれるような感じの曲にしたいと思っていますので、ぜひ発売しましたらよろしくお願いします。
Retro turn-based tactical game complemented by Japanese vintage-style soundtrack. Stay tuned for the exclusive experience of Sword of Convaleria. Shoot for the stars, fall for the explorer. Roam the universe with your friends and discover a brand new world.
In this fertile and vast wonderland, live a life of leisure. Enrich your yard with your own hands. Spend quality time with your adorable kitten. Remodel your house to suit your taste. Bigger and bigger. Define your room theme and arrange your furniture. This is the real joy of life. Come out, meet residents, and make friends. Get to know unique residents and unlock their stories. Create your very own fashion style. Massive new items are on display. Come and check out our selections. Hit the road with your friends. Listen, observe, and explore. Connect to the natural world. Feel the rhyme of tides. Get your reels ready, and now time to test your fishing skills. Find someone in sync with you, making precious memories together of laughter and fun. Days are gone. We stay. Find your inner self in the Heartopia.
Shout out to the 1.2 million pre-registered players. Heartopia is expecting you to join our vibrant town life. Enjoy the happiness of being a fish. Transform yourself into a tiny koi. Wander around in tranquility or face against the stream. Continue your adventure in this cyber world on mobile platforms. Fight together or against each other. A continuation of Barbar-Q with more content and fun. For further details on the first looks, please join TapTap. Follow your favorite games and get the first-hand news. Let's continue.
COA is a 3D action game with an Etherpunk theme. It features a variety of classes, dozens of skill combination strategies, and an expertly designed aerial combat system, offering hardcore gamers unprecedented multi-dimensional combat. Dungeons are divided into mini-instances, offering you an uninterrupted gameplay experience.
This, coupled with a rich storyline and puzzles,
means that you are in for a series of highly immersive adventures. With the guidance of your guild, scour the floating continent of Atlan to discover the ancient civilization of the Magisters and unveil the truth behind the Crystal of Atlan. COA is now open for pre-order on TapTap. Our next testing is planned for the second half of the year. Please stay tuned.
Unexpected actions in seamless dungeons. Enjoy the fight. New hero, new field to fight in. Crash parties anytime this summer and dive into the fun. Neon Abyss Infinite is coming soon. Pre-register for more details.
We have made a big mistake. Civilization created something that cannot be fought. He knows everything about us, just like a god. He awakened the ancient evil. It destroyed our land, our lives, our home. But with fate guiding us towards survival, we put our history behind us, erased all that divided us. Cooperation was our only chance. It's all on you to reverse our future.
You'll be judged by the Whale King.
Don't worry, I'll watch your back. No one can escape their destinies.
Blood spells dominate all.
Dragons are immortal.
Engage in combat without limitation. Defeat monsters of legends. Collect spoils of battle. Conquer the abyss. Explore uncharted regions. Build your best team and take back your home world.
Assemble the heroes in a treacherous world. Let the auto battle system help you make key decisions for every encounter.
Good morning. Good time.
That's crazy.
Your eyes are closed.
Who are you? Is ready.
Yeah, right.
You can do it!
Adventures are exciting, and randomness generates surprises. What would you expect from a randomized adventure? More to come. Call in your crew and roll out in a team. This could be a lighthearted and never-ending trip for everyone.
Follow me close, if you can.
I see you right there.
They will have, like, zero chance here.
Mind-blowing.
Gravity recoded.
Stand still!
Blossom! Sorry, you're trapped. Hear me loud!
Explore T3 Arena in an all-new light. We hope these updates made you want to hop into the games right away. Don't forget to sign up for the new games after first looks. Let's go to the next trailer.
Spark Creative Editor is an intuitive game development toolkit made for gamers. SCE's minimalistic interface focuses on efficiency, freeing solo and small-scale developers from the burdens of grunt work to focus on ideas, content, and creativity. Multiple great contents have already been made by our community users and modders during the editor's alpha testing phase. While Spark is but a toolkit for the developer community, we hope it will ignite a fire in the heart of digital creators. Developing a game takes creativity and dedication. Manifesting an idea is easier with access to the proper tools. Spark Creative Editor turns your inspiration into reality with the ideal development environment. All it takes is a spark.
To turn great ideas into great games, a great toolset is essential. Spark your vision with Project SCE. Pick up your prey and start your hunt in a great variety of locales. Embark your journey solo or team up right now. Try out the new hero class and join the epic than ever battle with your friends. Multiply the fun in Ragnarok with your own party.
See?
Pick up your phone, put a loose wobbly battle cry, and wage the most hilarious wars.
全球的玩家朋友们，大家好呀！我是永劫无间手游的制作人关磊，很高兴和大家分享永劫无间手游的最新进展。永劫无间手游开发很顺利，我们邀请了一些玩家来工作室试玩，结果可以说是令人相当的满意哦。不仅老玩家可以在触屏上面复现各种端游的高级玩招，连新手玩家也能够轻松上手。这都得益于我们的策划做的这个独创的全新操作模式，我们将在未来向大家详细的介绍。永劫无间手游的画面将在高配机上对标我们的 PC 版本画质，并且适配市场上主流的机型，让玩家们都能够顺畅游玩。还有一块各位最关心的问题，付费的方式，请大家放心，永劫无间手游将免费下载，没有任何的Pay to Win要素，让玩家享受到纯粹的竞技体验。当然，玩家也可以通过内容付费，得到特别喜爱的外观。由于操作方式与付费模式的差异呢，手游不会与端游互通，但我们保证手游的更新速度和质量也将让您满意。我们正在全力的准备测试版本，请各位关注永劫无间手游的朋友们稍安勿躁测试将尽快的开启。
Fully optimized mobile gameplay. Challenge top-tier players anywhere, anytime, and be the last martial arts master standing on your phone.
须弥与以往的大版本不太一样，它含有雨林和沙漠两大部分。在设计过程中要注意的地方非常多，主要体现的是当地特色、核心主题以及幻想处理这三部分。雨林部分的风貌给人的感受就是山峦连绵的感觉，区别于里约的柱状形式、道气的横切硬朗。须弥的山石更加符合热带湿润的地区特征，这种偏柔性轮廓的山石结合古代巨树，贯穿在整个地块。植被方面，我们找了非常多当地特色的植被做参考，主要体现的是鲜活、生命力、湿润感以及热带特征。沙漠有沙漠风暴、绿洲、渴望水的植被、被风沙侵蚀的岩石、巨大、神性、具有历史感的遗迹。整体的设计既表现雨林和沙漠的自然魅力，又揉进了很多幻想元素。我们一直在尝试设计的边界感，我们不想做非常现实的设计，也不能过多的放飞，需要做好异国风情、幻想度以及真实感之间的平衡。各个区域的主视觉同样非常重要，须弥的世界设定本身给视觉的多样性提供了非常好的支持，有各种各样奇幻的内容。这些内容根据玩家的游玩体验以及美术逻辑安放在各个区域，这样玩家的视觉感受和情绪变化都会更舒适一些，整体的游戏体验也会更好。
玩家初到这片奇幻森林，会发现一座建立在巨树上的城市。在这片被草神护佑着的国度，你会遇见一群可爱的小精灵。 小精灵可是只有小朋友才可以发现它们哦，需要你帮他们解决一系列隐藏在森林深处的危机，才可以获得他们的信任。在这个过程中，你会发现非常多的未知区域，有长满参天巨树且常年下雨的森林，有因为未知原因导致衰败的森林，也有巨大的伞状发光植物形成的特殊生态区域。在另一片森林中，你还会发现一个巨大的机器人残骸依靠在山体崖壁之间。在这些奇幻森林的背后，似乎正在被一股神秘的力量侵蚀着。从须弥城向西望去，可以隐约看到须弥的沙漠区域。在这里，你会发现颠倒浮空的神秘遗迹和冲破天际的龙卷风。在看似一望无际的沙漠下面，同样隐藏着非常多的探索区域。沙漠深处也有一个巨大的机器人，那这个机器人和森林的机器人又有什么关系呢？森林的神秘力量又来自哪里呢？就请旅行者去探索发现真相吧。
New companions and adventures await. Travelers, the journey to Sumeru is about to begin. That's all. Thank you for joining TapTap Presents 2022. If you liked what you saw, please pre-register for the games on the TapTap app. And don't forget to follow TapTap on Facebook and Twitter and join the community on Discord so you won't miss any updates. And tune in to watch your favorite streamers test drive the games as well. See you soon, and we look forward to meeting up in our new adventure.
Thank you.